Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Faction. We've got a few problems actually. Uh, Faction Wars has been removed from the server. We had a reboot, went up to, upgraded to 1.3.2. So we're playing on the latest version of Minecraft. But Faction Wars, the plugin, while it is updated, and that's certainly not a problem, was not added back into the game. That's sort of an issue because two new plugins were added and they are really messing me up. I'm much worse off now than I was before. Oh, crap. And here they come to illustrate that point. You're probably wondering, why are mobs spawning in a mushroom biome? As you know, one of the main reasons I came here was because mobs do not spawn in mushroom biomes at all. Except if they're by a mob spawner, basically. Well, and also you might notice some different behavior in the skeletons. This is all because of a plugin which has changed the behavior of spawning, of mobs, how they attack you and such. Needless to say, it has been a pain. Mobs are stronger now. As you can see with the skeletons, they fire faster. They'll see you from further away. They will hunt you down. And it is really annoying because at night, mobs can spawn basically anywhere, including out in the water. They'll just spawn right in the middle of the water, usually in packs. The only place they won't spawn is if it's too bright or on... I'm not even sure if they won't spawn on a block that they're not supposed to normally spawn on. I don't think they'll spawn underwater, but I think they'll spawn in water if it's still one high. So that's that's a big issue for me because it means my mob system, which I've had for quite some time now, is worthless during the night because mobs spawn everywhere else besides the mob system. Unless I find a fix, I'm in a lot of trouble there. Secondly, because of the new system, I have mobs basically all over the island, so I can't run around here and feel completely safe now. And that's not like a huge deal, I guess. It is very annoying because these mobs are a lot faster and they do a lot more damage. But you keep seeing them disappear. That's not a glitch. That's part of the other plugin that's in this. And that plugin is called Towny. Towny is the replacement for Faction Wars on the server. And it is much more annoying to use than Faction Wars. According to the new rules, as you can see, number 2, griefing is no longer allowed. So we're not allowed to blow people up anymore. That's a little sad. I kind of like that in some cases. But it does mean that the server is a bit more peaceful now. It means we can build things and not have to worry about people destroying it as much. The Towny plugin still claims areas in a world guard, which is obviously nice because otherwise people would still grief. In fact, that would pretty much give them every reason to grief. PvP is also still on, which means you can go into someone's area and kill them, and you cannot turn it off. And inside of your Towny area, mobs cannot spawn. If they enter your area, they will be killed off, basically. So unlike some other Faction Wars, unlike Faction Wars, basically, where the amount of land you can claim is tied to how much power you have, with Towny, you can claim pretty much as much land as you want, but you have to pay an upkeep fee, which I think you go town who? And town mine Inc. So here you can see that we have the money in the bank, and we've got a daily upkeep of $1,600. We've already paid that amount once. The daily upkeep is pretty bothersome. I apologize for that. That is the sound of an admin vanishing, and it looks probably, well, there's two of them on. Actually, I think all three of them are admins that are on right now. I feel like I'm the most. I feel like I. Or no, wait. Shadow Weasel isn't an admin. Never mind. It's just Fallen and Derek. But, anyways, not to get off topic completely. The Towny plugin, we have to pay a daily upkeep, which means that we can't just claim a bunch of land because we start having to pay upwards of $10,000 every 24 hours. And while we probably could pay that amount, I don't really feel like doing it. It would be a real pain. So what I'm going to work on doing for a while is trying to light up this island and making it so that mobs cannot spawn around here. Once again, I had a really good thing going, and now that's gone. You can see that another mob disappearing when it enters the zone. I've got a couple projects that I want to do in 1.3 now that that's ready to go, but that'll take a little bit to get going. I think, like I said, I've got to light all of this up before I can really do anything, because these guys are ridiculous. If this was like a super hostile map and I had to play like this, no, I would lose so fast. See, these guys are already, like, he's invisible, kind of. I think. I'm not really sure. I shouldn't be. I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. They shouldn't be able to get that far into the thing before they disappear. So yeah, that definitely has screwed me up quite a bit. There's some stuff I want to show off at spawn, so I'll go ahead and head there, and then we'll talk about that for a little bit. So as you guys might remember, this is the World 2 spawn. This is where people go into the, well, was previously the Faction Wars world, but this is where people do build their homes. There's a new building here, which hasn't really been completed, where they talk about different Faction Wars, or not Faction Wars, but Towny stuff. There's also a bunch of these guys, villagers doing some trading. Lots of trading possibilities here. Clearly, though, and I think I said this before in my Adventure Time video, the best guys to trade with. He's doing emerald for glowstone. That's not bad. I'll have to remember this guy. The best possible trades are with the guy up here. Or not. Where is he? I know he's around here somewhere. Ah, there you are. Paper to emeralds. And I've already leveled them up once. This is, I mean, if you want just a ton of emeralds really quickly, this is the way to go. It takes no time at all to get all your stuff done. You get all your, oh, they're over there. To get a bunch of emeralds. That was a waste of an emerald. Or, excuse me, not an emerald, but an ender pearl. I wanted to go see what they're up to. I'll go down there in a second, as soon as I check out these guys. That's an interesting floor pattern. I don't think I've been to the top of this. This is a really cool building. I do like it, but I'm not very good at building stuff like this. Okay. And so let's go check out what these guys are up to. Today I wanted to try to fix, well, I was going to make a mushroom area for the mushroom transit system that I was going to make, but I realized might be a little bit more difficult than I had initially planned. Offering books for emeralds. See, I don't know why I would, let's see, 13 books. See, that's more than the other guy is. He's got 21 paper, which is 7 books. So he's offering 7 books for an emerald, and this guy's offering 13. Obviously not something I want to do. And then I really don't understand some of these trades. 3 emerald for a leather cap. 8 emerald for that. 3 emerald for a bookshelf. 4 diamonds equals... See, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I trade 8 emeralds for iron when I could trade... Or when I have to trade... To get an emerald, I'd have to trade 4 diamonds. That never really made any sense to me. I think... And this guy wants 5 diamonds. He's even worse. These guys are definitely going to run away. Gonna get lost out here. Oh, check that out. Raw beef for emeralds. But yeah, definitely paper is the way to go. Without a doubt. And I'm playing on fancy graphics right now because it's a pain to... this server especially lags me really bad. My frame rate is just terrible. And we want to go to... Town spawn, Minink. So yeah, Minink Town. Pretty neat stuff. So I want to... let's do some inventory. So I've got 2 plus that. Is it daytime out? If it's daytime, I want to go back to the mob system if we can. Yeah, it is. Alright. I know better than this. Yeah, something really important, and I don't want to talk about it because I feel like I'd be giving too much away. Something really important was broken with the Towny plugin, and I'm really upset about that because it's by far the best thing we have on here. And losing that is an absolute pain. Also, zombies drop cobblestone for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. So stop recording this for a second there just to check up how many mobs are in that area. And there's only about 4 or 5, and there used to be quite a bit more. So I can only assume this means that things have definitely changed. And unfortunately, there is basically no other gunpowder out here, which means TNT is once again somewhat of a scarce resource. And that's not... Can I tell you how many times I've fallen into this thing today? That's not a good thing at all because we need TNT to set up the next area. You don't... Well, okay. We don't actually need TNT, but it's going to take a long time. Basically, I want to make another big room like this, but over here. And it's going to have to go down further because otherwise I'll run into our storage area. So I may have to do some number crunching. Oh, on that note, yeah, this is basically diamonds all day. Or, not diamonds, but, what do you call them? Emeralds. Emeralds. I know how to speak. Don't hurt me. I had someone on Reddit yesterday call me out on my grammar. I thought that was pretty funny. He's like, not to be a grammar Nazi, but I'm going to be a grammar Nazi. He did legitimately say that he was going to be a grammar Nazi before correcting my spelling. Which I guess would make him a spelling Nazi instead of a grammar Nazi? I don't know. So, not to bore you guys with this, I'm going to look at some stuff here real quick, and then I'll get back to you. So I'm pretty sure I've showed this off before. This is the trick to look through walls with TNT and such. You can see mobs are still spawning in here even though it's daytime, and I thought they might only spawn in the caves at night, but it's apparent that they're spawning in here during the day as well. I'm pretty sure you can see this bunch coming up here. I think they're tracking me because this is the path up to the room where I'm at. So I wonder if they're gonna come up here. Yeah, he definitely sees me. He shot that at me. Yeah, they will track you from a lot farther. And of course, but they're gonna disappear as soon as they enter. Or, okay. They should die as soon as they enter, but I guess they're too cool for that. So the reason I'm in here actually isn't to look through here, which is only to illustrate that I do have problems. All of this has to be lit up, everything under the mushroom biome within 144 blocks of the mob system, probably more or less within 144 blocks of my main chamber. Can he not hit me in here? That's kind of cool. I didn't realize he couldn't hit me. Yeah, the mobs being killed seems to be inconsistent, so I don't know what to make of that. But what I was planning on doing, after I light this up a little bit so I can work down here, is this used to be where the old mycelium farm was, and we moved that up top, so we're not dealing with that anymore. This is all on the layer above, so I figured if I'm going to make a mushroom area, I might as well make it down here. It's either this or I make it out in the tower, which we haven't decided what we're doing with that yet. I think I showed it off before. But that's the other option. I want to make some kind of rail system out there. Something to do something. I'm really not sure what I want to do with it, even though I have some ideas that I'd like to use. I want to go actually take a look at some options that I have here. I know I'm talking a lot, and I do want to get to building something, so I will go look at some stuff and then get back to you. So I went to go check on the mycelium farm, and something is wrong with that. I also messed around with fraps a little bit. I set my frame rate higher. I guess it limited itself to 30 frames, so maybe I'll get better frame rate now. And it looks like I'm getting only a little bit over, which is fine, I guess. I'm still hearing skeletons, and I don't know where I'm hearing them from. I have to say this monster plugin is very, for lack of a better term, very stupid. I just do not like it. Yeah, you can see there's arrows here. I don't know where they're being shot from. There's no way that... No way! You can't be serious. That skeleton... Look at these guys. They're shooting all the way up here. You gotta be kidding me. Uh-oh. How'd I end up down here? What the heck? This isn't good. Yeah, die already. Time to run back to safety. Yeah, still very, very glitchy. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Crap, there's lots of them out here too. They wanted to make the server harder for players to get, players to survive and such. They're taking off Action Wars. They said, they need some other challenge for players to contend with. The upside of that is, hey, it's a new challenge. It doesn't keep, gameplay is fresh and all that stuff. The downside is if you're starting out, you are screwed out of your mind. It is ridiculous. Good luck. I mean, seriously, the mobs are just so persistent. If you don't have a food supply day one, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Caving's a lot more difficult because there are so many mobs. It's definitely only the mobs that are coming from this plugin that are spawning underground still. The other mobs that were around, or that would normally spawn in those tunnels, those are not spawning. So the plugin definitely hasn't caused those mobs to start appearing everywhere and completely ruin my day. So that's a good thing. As you can see, I've got some emeralds in here, about a stack or so. I want to get rid of that, and I will grab... How about you? I can get rid of you. I'm also worried about this. These spots right here, mobs can spawn here because the brightness level is low enough. Alright, I'm gonna get some stuff together to do some work on some other things and all that nonsense. Hopefully we can sit down and build something. I keep putting it off. we'll see what happens. Well, I said I was going to build something today, and I did. I whipped this up in about 20 minutes or so. Needed a furnace room, so this was a nice build. We didn't really have anything here anyways, so all it needs now are the signs to claim the furnaces. Probably start with this row here, and then signs for the chests, which have nothing in them, obviously, right now, because this is new, and then I just got a double floor. It's always nice to go overboard with furnaces, because you never know. You might need to somehow fill them all with stacks. That'll never happen. But, you know, who knows. It looks neat when you go overboard like this. It looks like an actual furnace room rather than, you know, you've got the one furnace. I wanted to use lava, maybe like a lava column in the middle, but I still don't think you can place lava on the server. Actually, that'd be a good thing to find out if we can or not. Let's see if we can get to the lava that's... Where is lava? I think there's lava down here. Of course, there's probably mobs down here too. I still want to get this area cleaned out, done. However, I'm going to do that. Not really sure. Okay, we can pick up lava. Can we place it again? No. Okay. As soon as you place it again, it goes away. Oop. I didn't mean to throw it. Oh well. -1 bucket. It's not like I don't have thousands of pieces of iron. There are mobs around. Not very many, but there's definitely mobs. Enough to really mess up my spawning, my mob system. You know, I never really went through and lit up here because I figured, you know, why light up an area that's going to be... It's not going to have any mob spawn in it anyways. Well, I've learned my lesson. It's, you know, admins add weird plugins. You know, anything can happen. So I'll probably have to come down here and light this up. But that's all for now. Is that? Oh no, that's grass. I thought that was a sign for a second. So hopefully next time I'll have some more stuff to build. Maybe we can get the mushroom stuff out of the way, and hopefully my mob system is working by then. So, until next time then.